the Texas Longhorns and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Lane Kiffin before the game. Here at home with this conference opponent and heated rival coming in, this is an opportunity to make a name for themselves in the conference. The SEC is off to a competitive start, and they have got to prove themselves here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hall. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
All down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it for a big play. Runs through a man. He might have space. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. To throw, it's Levitt. He's going for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. LSU quick to the line. They'll run it. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. Third and goal coming. They'll try to run it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown LSU!
No bones about it on that third down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles. Gonna get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Simon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the move, it's Smothers. Across the 25, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown Longhorns! Once he got some room, it was over.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Scanning the field, it's Levin. He wants to go deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the secondary.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Texas! The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll bring it out. It's Hall. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch, it's Green. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Unleashes one. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Texas! And they turn it into a defensive score. Good defenses stop you from scoring. Great ones score themselves, and LSU has done that so well over the years.
Yeah, and it's about guys who are playmakers. It's about guys who can lock up on the outside, and LSU recruits them. They develop them, and so many guys you see at the highest level doing it, and this is why, because they come to LSU and become stars.
He'll bring it out. It's Hall. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. It's Levin. He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. On third down, here's Durham. Could be an alley. Inside the 40. That's the 30. Inside the to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that scintillating 78-yarder for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. The run inside. It Smothers. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided.
I seen the car pass by right. I thought you go ahead and drop the food off. They ain't dropped that bitch off at the wrong time. Appreciate it, bro.
Hey, well, hey, nice car, by the way.
Yeah, my own boy. Appreciate it.
Listen to this crowd just
You talking about nice car.
of this place trying to help their defense. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left.
All right, let's see. What's going on? Oh, okay.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I got this.
Now here's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. And picking up the 1st down will be nice here, but also important. Get some cushion for the punt team. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Levin. He's going to fire deep. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead as we look at the stats of what has been an offensive showcase so far. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Running inside. It's Smothers. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They give it to him again. Here's a little room there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
Trying to run, it's Smothers. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some.
You gonna buy that Madden?
Pick up that first down. Manning. Oh, they're after him. Swings it out to his running back, and they get him down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the gun on third down. And the misconnection on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Has it. They will score. Touchdown, Longhorn. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hall. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Levin. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line.
He unleashes a long one. Leaping grab for a big gain. And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the red zone, looking for a space. Complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to keep it in the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, we're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Great place to start for this offense. On the ground with the counter. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Breaks the tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Here's Manning to throw. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for room. It's Smothers. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
God, shit. Go well.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Hubs it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll try to take it back. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
Manning with a play fake. He'll take a shot. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. Get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
Now the play fake. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job
finding some room. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. And he's now over 150 yards, and burnt orange is leaving scorched earth on the ground.
Just burning them up, man. Just keep feeding him the rock. This is a...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's got him in the flat. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. Fires into the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better? Maybe some room here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to Caden Durham.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double...
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's caught. Turning it on. Drills him with the stiff arm. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
And how about this drive? Like this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out, put some plays together, put an explosive play on paper right there, and now set up to go from all the way inside your 10 and possibly get a touchdown.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He got it back corner of the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Arch Madness. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. Play action, here's Manning. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
Working the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Levin. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
He wants to throw it again. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And that one was knocked away. The defender did a really good job. I would argue maybe he could have put his hands on that and caught it, but there's a reason he plays defense, but definitely a forced throw and really nice coverage.
To throw, Manning. Got his man on the outside. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Manning. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Oh, he missed it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Made a defender miss.